Name a great American songwriter who got more eccentric with age, who came out with a great ballad in 1976 and just sporadically turned up in the most unexpected places, including hosting a TV show with Sinbad at one point. Yes, I am talking about Stephen Bishop. And from his third album, Red Cab to Manhattan, the 1980 release, the first track on side 2 of the album, The Boy of a Story in Love. Okay, and that humble little beginning, you were hearing Warren Bernhardt, or no, you're hearing Chris Stainton or Neil Larsen. There's 2 pianists credited on this, plus the keyboards of Warren Bernhardt, but we've either heard Stainton or Neil Larsen so far. Kind of a Billy Joel-esque intro here. Okay, and now the proceedings have been joined. Let's see by no, I was looking at the wrong credits there. Well, Stephen Bishop plays lead guitar, electric guitar by Jeff Mironov. I almost the reason I was taken by surprise for a minute there is that I was incorrectly looking at the track above this one, A6, and saw the name Eric Clapton, and I was thinking, what? And another track features Eric Clapton and Phil Collins. I know that Phil Collins was a Stephen Bishop fan. He gave a shout out to Bishop, like in a musician's magazine interview, circa like 1979, 80 thereabouts.
Blessed by St. Lucy and kissed by the dawn. Got in his car, drove away. Happy-go-lucky, singing a song. That's how he had felt till today. Rudy and Tony had told him about what somebody said in the town. We hear that your sweetheart's been running with the soldier she finally had found.
Blessed by St. Lucy and kissed by the dawn, he got in his car, drove away. Happy-go-lucky, singing a song, that's how he felt till today. Rudy and Tony, who told him about what somebody said in the town. We hear that your sweetheart's been running with a soldier she finally found. So some gossip is going around. It looks like someone's party is about to come tumbling down here.
Take it back, where'd she go? Tell me I'm the only one who knows. Where's he at? Tell me why. They all say that I'm a lucky guy.
No. I love how those I'm hearing some like suspended thirds, I believe, and that's giving the those chordal changes sort of a slight kind of pregnant urgency about them. Like things are kind of like building up without really releasing yet.
Well, maybe he will, and maybe he won't. The Black City ain't got a clue. Somebody tell him he's innocent, but everyone don't.
I love that West Coast trick where someone comes in and doubles up on a keyword, like in that case, somebody tell him. Or it's like one person doubles up on somebody and then a third person comes in and there's 3 of them saying tell him. And then just on those few words, and then Stephen Bishop carries the rest of the line.
They know he must do what he must do, and no one can stop him. He walks down the street, at the corner he turns and he sees a guy in a uniform with a bag at his toes, holding the girl of his dreams. Give her back, let her go, tell me every single thing you know. Get away, lend her soon, tell me now, see this can't be true.
He really manages to fit some wordy lines into the like cadences. Like it's some of this is quite tricky. It's like as I read this, it must have taken some practice to fit some of these words in properly. Let's see the second verse. Well, maybe he will, and maybe he won't. The Black City ain't got a clue. Somebody tell him he's innocent, but everyone don't. They know he must do what he must do. And no one can stop him when he walks down the street. At the corner he turns and he sees a guy in a uniform with a bag at his toes, holding the girl of his dreams. So this guy's like searching for this guy who's is searching for this soldier guy that's ran off with his woman. The lines, though, the imagery, I imagine Stephen Bishop must have read a lot of crime novels or detective novels, or yeah. Give her back, let her go. Tell me every single thing you know. Get away, Linda Sue. Tell me now, say this can't be true. So Linda Sue is the woman of mutual interest here.
This life, it ain't worth nothing. The world is crumbling down. I can't believe she'd do this. I can't believe she did this to me. No.
Okay, now that fuzzy line right there is definitely got to be Jeff Mironov. Let's see, credits, 358 credits according to Discogs. So many that it takes a while to load. So, yeah, he was on a bunch of stuff in the 70s. Gloria Gaynor, Richie Havens, Frankie Valli, Joe Thomas, Masada album, Linda Lewis, credited on a few Jimi Hendrix. How's that? He's credited on some Jimi Hendrix stuff. Yeah, the tagline, I guess, to his name is first call session musician since the mid-70s. So how would he have... What are all these... I don't quite get where the Jimi Hendrix credits could possibly be on this.
He shot him at the crosswalk with the gun in his hand. The nearsighted tourist screamed out. The police were called and he knew as he ran, there's no way that I can get out.
This is getting pretty violent and ugly. Things are climaxing here. He's gone over the edge. The character that we're following has gone over the edge, has snapped.
Get him to know you, those cops sure could sing. He's on the roof of the savings and loan. He crawls out Linda and throws down the ring, jumps off the roof and dies alone. Give her back, let her go, tell me every single thing you know. Get away, Linda Sue, tell me now so this can't be true.
Okay. Third verse. He shot him at the crosswalk with a gun in his hand. So the jilted guy that we've been following has apparently shot that soldier. A nearsighted tourist screamed out. So a witness has screamed out and is drawing attention to the scene. The police were called, and he knew as he ran, there's no way that I can get out. So he knows that this is the end. This is like a this is a suicide mission, a murder-suicide. Getting to know you, those cops sure could see. He's on the roof of the savings and loans. So our character has gone up to the top of a building. He's gonna make a jump. He's gonna end it. He calls out Linda, throws down her ring. So he's in that. He knew that the engagement was obviously over. Jumps off the roof, and here's the most like alarming line of the song. Jumps off the roof, dies alone. Give her back, let her go. Tell me every single thing you know. Okay, we've heard that chorus before.
Give her back, let her go. Tell me every single thing you know. Get away, let me soon. Tell me why. Give her back, let her go. Tell me every single thing you know. Get away.
I was really impressed by the lyrics to this one, particularly the second verse. I was like, some of it, I just knew it was quite intense, quite evocative. Even if some of if there were a few lines I was kind of lost on the metaphor. Like I didn't grow up reading the same books that he did. He knows dialogue from that genre quite well. And he's had a few radio hits. But even like in the song On and On, there are some very clever, unique metaphors in that one. So he's for someone who has commercial appeal, he's also a very well-developed lyricist. I imagine he puts a lot of time into writing these songs. And the lyrics. I think he spends a lot of time honing each line. Let's see. Other musical credits on this. Bish, as his nickname, plays acoustic guitar and lead guitar. Funny, on acoustic guitar he credits himself as Bish. On lead guitar he takes his full name. Let's see. Lenny Castro, percussion. Bass by Neil Jason. And he does the backing vocals, I guess. He double tracks himself. And I like the way he harmonizes with himself. This album, every song has different credits, so it looks like Phil Collins and Eric Clapton played on quite a few tracks. Sex Kittens Go to College. I think that may have been... I think there was one track that was written for Animal House. That may have been... I'm not sure it was appended to this album or included on the CD offhand. It got to the point... after... When I first got into this album, I was playing it quite a lot. And then after a while, I was basically just playing this track and the opening track. The Big House. Those are the two I'm most familiar with. But for more Rubies and Sapphires from Stephen Bishop, see the album directory of of American Art, Pop, and Blue-Eyed Soul contained in the descriptor. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most ear-traveled Trimaximalist, signing off.